Caitlin Clark is more than just a rising star, she's becoming the face of the WNBA, and not everyone is happy about it. Stephen A. Smith doesn't mince words when he talks about the jealousy, envy, and resentment brewing within the league, but here's the kicker: her star power is bringing in more fans and more revenue. So, is this really a bad thing? Or are some players missing the bigger picture? Let's dive into what Stephen A. has to say about Caitlin Clark's game. The impact Caitlin Clark is having on the WNBA is truly transformative. Ratings for the league have surged by an astounding 143% since she entered the league. But while Clark is generating unprecedented interest, she's also facing tough challenges on the court. Stephen A. Smith is losing it over the situation, and you won't believe what's really going on behind the scenes of Caitlin Clark's rookie season. Please like this video to help make Caitlin Clark and the WNBA bigger than the NBA. You might be wondering, what makes Caitlin Clark so controversial in the WNBA? And who is she? Let's take a closer look at her remarkable rise to fame. Clark's journey began at the University of Iowa, where she became a standout player, leading her team to the national championship game with her exceptional performances. Clark was not just good, she was extraordinary. Her success at Iowa set the stage for her entry into the WNBA. When draft day arrived, there was no doubt who would be selected first. Caitlin Clark was chosen by the Indiana Fever with the first overall pick. It was clear that they were getting a rare talent, but Clark's impact goes beyond her talent. She's revolutionizing the WNBA. Since her debut, ratings have increased by an incredible 143%. And it's not just about the numbers. Clark's games have been some of the most watched, with her team appearing in 3 of the 4 most viewed games of the season, each averaging over 3 million viewers. Stephen A. Smith has aptly described Clark's influence. She fills seats. She brings the cameras. She brings national publicity. Clark is more than just a player. She's a phenomenon. Her presence is drawing unprecedented attention to women's basketball. But her influence isn't just about viewership. Clark is on track to become the first rookie in history to average at least 15 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists per game. This kind of all-around performance has the potential to change the game. Despite Caitlin Clark's impressive individual achievements, her rookie season with the Indiana Fever has been far from smooth sailing. The team is currently languishing at the bottom of the standings, which is especially disheartening for Clark, who is pouring her heart into every game, yet struggling to see the result reflected in her team's performance. Clark's rookie year has become a significant test of her ability to manage intense pressure. Not only is she up against formidable opponents on the court, but she also carries the weight of expectations from an entire franchise. The scrutiny is relentless, with fans, media, and her teammates all watching her every move and expecting her to lead the team to success. In a recent game against the Chicago Sky, the situation took a dramatic turn. Kennedy Carter of the Sky committed a flagrant foul against Clark, which was so egregious that the league had to review and upgrade it to a flagrant 1 violation. Stephen A. Smith criticized the foul as a cheap shot and argued that Carter should have been ejected from the game immediately. This incident highlighted the growing concern about Clark's treatment on the court. Unfortunately, this flagrant foul is not an isolated incident. Clark has faced aggressive and rough play game after game, leading her to publicly criticize the officiating. She feels that opponents are allowed to use excessive physicality against her, raising questions about the fairness of the officiating and the protection afforded to her on the court. The court issue seems to be a combination of factors. Clark's rising star power and the height and attention she brings might be fueling frustration and jealousy among some opponents, resulting in increased physicality. Additionally, there could be inconsistencies in how the league enforces rules against rough play, potentially allowing aggressive tactics to go unchecked. This situation raises important questions about how the league handles such incidents and protects its players, especially emerging stars like Clark. The way these issues are addressed will not only impact Clark's career but also influence the broader perception of the league's commitment to player safety and fair play. Stephen A. Smith has posited a theory suggesting that jealousy may be fueling the rough play against Caitlin Clark. Clark's rapid ascent, record-breaking feats, and lucrative endorsement deals have catapulted her into the spotlight, potentially causing resentment among veteran players who feel overshadowed by her success. This jealousy seems to be manifesting in the form of aggressive play on the court, with significant implications. First and foremost, there's a pressing concern about Clark's safety. While basketball is inherently physical, players shouldn't have to worry about getting injured due to unsportsmanlike conduct. Persistent rough play could not only impact Clark's performance, but also pose risks to her long-term career. Beyond Clark's personal situation, there's a broader concern for the WNBA's reputation. Despite the unprecedented attention Clark is bringing to the league, the apparent tolerance of her being targeted could damage the league's image. If fans perceive that the league is allowing one of its brightest stars to be bullied, it might deter viewership and undermine the league's credibility. Smith's point that a rising tide raises all boats underscores that Clark's success benefits the entire league, not just her. The increased interest and revenue generated by her star power has positive ripple effects for all players, helping to elevate the sport and potentially improve conditions and opportunities across the board. The situation surrounding Caitlin Clark highlights a critical juncture for the WNBA, particularly in how it manages both player safety and team dynamics. Ensuring fair play and protecting star players like Clark is crucial for preserving the league's integrity and fostering its growth. One of the most striking aspects of this situation is not just the rough play from opponents but also the apparent lack of support from Clark's own team. Stephen A. Smith has criticized both Clark's coaches and teammates, questioning their absence in standing up for her. His poignant question, "Where are her teammates?" reflects a significant concern in professional sports. Teammates are expected to have each other's backs, especially when a rookie like Clark is facing intense pressure and aggressive play. Clark's role is pivotal, not only in her team's performance, but also in driving high TV ratings and interest in the league. The lack of visible support from her teammates is concerning, as it could set a dangerous precedent. If other teams perceive that they can target Clark without facing repercussions, it may encourage further aggressive behavior and create a hostile environment. This could give the impression that the league is lenient towards such conduct, which would be detrimental to its reputation. The coaching staff, led by head coach Matt Bond, also faces scrutiny. Smith's criticism of Bond's neutral stance suggests that more decisive action is needed to protect Clark and address the physical play she's enduring. With a generational talent like Clark on the team, it's essential for the coaching staff to take a more proactive role in safeguarding her and ensuring that the team supports her both on and off the court. Overall, the league and its teams must address these issues comprehensively to protect players and uphold the sport's standards. Effective measures are needed to prevent rough play, support emerging stars, and ensure that the league's integrity remains intact. If the trend of aggressive play against Caitlin Clark continues, she faces significant injury risks, which would have serious repercussions for fans, her team, and the league. However, Clark's remarkable success also carries the potential for substantial positive changes within the WNBA. Clark's endorsement deal, valued at an impressive $28 million, starkly contrasts with the WNBA's maximum salary of $250,000. This disparity not only underscores Clark's personal success, but also highlights her broader impact on the league. Her achievements are drawing unprecedented attention and revenue, which could have far-reaching benefits for the entire WNBA. As Clark's success continues to elevate interest in the league, it could lead to improvements such as higher salaries, better amenities, and enhanced conditions for all players. While it may seem ambitious, this is a realistic prospect with pioneers like Clark at the forefront. Her ability to captivate audiences and draw significant revenue demonstrates that women's basketball can indeed rival men's basketball in terms of entertainment, talent, and marketability. Clark's impact extends beyond her individual accomplishments, potentially setting a new standard for the league and paving the way for future generations of female athletes. If the league and its stakeholders capitalize on this momentum, the future of women's basketball could see significant advancements in player compensation, visibility, and overall growth. So how does this benefit other players right now? Increased focus on the league means more sponsorships, media attention, and opportunities for every player to shine. Although Clark is currently the center of attention, other skilled players in the league are also getting noticed. As the league expands, more opportunities will arise for players, potentially leading to higher salaries, better amenities, and improved travel conditions. Unity among players is crucial. They need to see Clark's success as an opportunity rather than a threat, helping to scale the game to new heights and achieve goals that seemed unattainable just a few years ago.